Well, Bob's Burgers just wrapped up its season last night, and Fox's animation Domination summer continues with just episodes left for the Great North. But Bob's Burgers season finale was last night at 8 o'clock. But don't worry, Bob's Burgers will return for a new season just a month from now. Yes, 1 month until more new episodes of Bob's Burgers for the start of new season starting September 28th for the fall season on Fox. Last night's season finale was funny where Bob was having insomnia and he couldn't sleep. And Bob is the funniest when he is not sleeping and he gets angry and acting all crazy and whatnot, losing his mind. And that's what he did when he was not getting any sleep. I mean, he kept calling Teddy Ted. And Teddy corrected him saying, "My name's Teddy." And then I just loved how Bob got so angry, freaking out and yelling at him by saying, "Not to me, is it? Pineapple." Then he startled Teddy. Teddy's like, where does this come from? Yeah. Oh, that's the Bob I'm talking about. I like that Bob. I miss the old Bob where he had confidence and he was full of energy. Bob now, I mean, he's still a cool character, but he seemed like he's just too laid back and he doesn't have confidence anymore. We need to see more of Bob like he was in the in the Insomnia Bob episode. When he losing his mind. We need to see more of that. Oh, then this part was golden. When Teddy told Bob that he's a mess, Bob yells at him, telling, "You're a mess, Teddy, and your face is broken." And then Teddy's like, "No, it's not. What are you talking about?" And then Bob's like, "I don't know. Like, just fix it." And then he talk about he need to lie down, and he collapses on Teddy. But then he pops back up once Louise, Jean, and Tina come back from school. He's like, "Kids, hi!" And also, have you noticed that the characters in Bob's Burgers, they lack facial expressions nowadays? Like the characters, most of them don't smile as much as they used to. Like the characters now just look so dull and bland where they show no facial expressions. I mean, no emotions at all. They always have these blank stares on their faces the entire time. And I just find it creepy, disturbing, and just downright despicable. Especially characters that were known to smile a lot, like Louise and Jean, Linda and Teddy and Mort, Mr. Fishoder. I mean, you know, those characters that would smile a lot in the earlier seasons. But it seems like around, I would say, like somewhere around like towards the end of season 5, I think that's when you notice where most of the characters' facial expressions were just off. And it just bothers me. It's kind of hard for me to watch Bob's Burgers now because of lack of facial expressions. I'm going to actually do a video talking about that for Bob's Burgers because I just, it hurts my soul to see these characters just having bland faces. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Your lives gotten so depressed now when you don't smile? And now it's time to talk about Fox's new fall lineup starting September 28th. It's new seasons of The Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, brought back that lame-ass show Universal Basic Guys, and of course Crapopolis is back. The only problems I have about the fall lineup is that there's still no Family Guy, and even though American Dad is back on Fox, apparently American Dad isn't going to come back on Fox until next year in 2026. So it'll pretty much be just like when they were on TBS. American Dad won't come back until sometime later in the year, like around September or whatever. And then they'll end like December or whatever. Or they'll come back like maybe sometimes in the spring, sometimes in the summer. You just never know. So it's pretty much going to be the same as they were on TBS. Listen, the older shows that have been on way longer than shows like Universal Basic Guys and Crapopolis, they are the ones that should be on the fall Sunday lineup, okay? The Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, and Bob's Burgers should all be on the fall lineup at the same time, just like they were a decade ago before American Dad left for TBS. Like I said, I don't care for Crapopolis. I never found it funny. I've watched plenty of episodes and never found the show funny at all. And I don't like Universal Basic Guys. Like I said, that show is, I don't find it funny. I don't care for Mark Hoagie's ass. Okay, I don't care about that proud, carefree, idiotic, middle-aged guy with a frat boy persona. And I don't care for his brother. They got that dumbass look on his face all the freaking time. Hank, who's simple-minded. Yeah, he gotta be. I guess that explains that dumbass expression on his face all the time. You know he a dumbass when he has that same dumbass expression on his face. What? Like I said, I only like Tammy, Mark's wife. She's cute. F Universal Basic, guys. And then it says here, it's been renewed for a third season. They about to go into season 2. No, no. Why is this show getting a third season? No. Oh my God, what's wrong with you, Fox? You just love pissing people off, don't you? And it's a crime that Family Guy is not going to be on the fall lineup again. I just don't get it. Family Guy should be on the fall lineup. Fox is great that you brought him back on Sundays, but you still doing them dirty by not having him on the fall lineup. Family Guy deserves to come back in the fall, not until the new year in the winter. What are you doing? Family Guy and The Simpsons have always been compared to one another, and they're one of the longest animated sitcoms, and they're not on the same lineup together. I'm sorry, it doesn't feel right. It is a crime, just like that song by Sade. And somebody need to confront Fox about this. And see, this is another reason why Fox's animation domination should be longer, so we can have enough room for all the shows to air on one night. But it's kind of hard to do that on Sunday since the NFL season is going to start back up next month. And you know Fox got to have their Sunday football. So if that's the case, how about you move animation domination to Saturdays? Because you'll have plenty enough room for The Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, Bob's Burgers, The Great North, and Grimmsburg. And get rid of the other two shows. How about you do that? Fox's animation domination will be so much better if it aired on Saturdays instead of Sundays, the day before Monday, you know, where people have to go back to work, you know, for those who are still employed with jobs. I'm just saying. So anyway, so I hope you all enjoyed Fox's animation domination summer this year. I'm guessing they're going to do it again next year. What do you guys think of Fox's upcoming fall lineup? And how do you feel about Family Guy and American Dad not being part of the fall lineup? And do you think Fox's animation domination should be moved to Saturdays to make room for all the shows to air?